How to prepare for CAT if I'm a retaker, if I've already taken CAT once, if I've already prepared for CAT once, how should my approach be this time around? And so it's a very interesting question. You've got to make adjustments based on your learning from the previous attempt. And so a couple of things to keep in mind. If you've got below 75th percentile, then your strategy is pretty much that of a fresher. Keep that in mind, unless you have compelling reasons to believe that you're easily at the 95 range. The 75 is just an anomaly. If you've got below 75, think of yourself as someone starting fresh. Very often I find that students who are retaking the exam skip the learning from fundamentals part, think they're ready, go to mocks and just practice and do all kinds of stuff, don't really fill the fundamental gap. It comes back to haunt you. You plateau out at 93, 94, can never go to 98, 99 because the basics are not good enough. And so you might have taken CAT before. If you got 91, then you're thinking about 91 to 98. If you got 85, you're thinking about 85 to 98. If you've got 75, practically a zero start. So keep that in mind. Right? If you've got a decent score and you need to step up, there are two types of retakers. Right? Ones who have a very clearly defined weak section. You've got 94 in quant, 91 in DILR, but a 63 in VARC. That is what pulled you down. And you know that that's a weak area. Then have your first half of your preparation completely tailored to that section. You've got to say, look, VARC is my weak section. I'm going to knock down 10 novels and read for an hour every day beyond these 10 novels over the next 3 months. Just become this other guy who's comfortable reading. Then come back and attack VARC. If DILR is your weak section, solve 100 puzzles before you think about CAT. So that's how you should orient your preparation around that section. Right? If you're the kind of guy who's got 80, 80, 80, then it is tricky. And then you need to have a tailored strategy for each one. Know where, do some amount of analysis on to know where the fundamentals are pulling you back, where practice is pulling you back. Very likely that you'll have to put way more time on the drill part than on the learning part. Right? Having said that, if you've got 80th, then there's likely that you have completely ignored a set of topics. I know quite a few students who are very comfortable with quant but hate geometry. So two things happen. One, you know that you hate geometry, so back of your mind you're worrying about geometry. That kills your performance. Two, if a paper is dominated by geometry, you get destroyed. And so find that weak topic, nail that within a section. If geometry is your weak area, so say I'll make geometry into a gigantic strength. So reorient yourself to fill that gap. When you're looking to build that drill component, make sure you have multiple sources to keep hitting you throughout the day, where you keep on doing question after question after question to get that automatic speed where it is second nature to solve a quadratic equation or think about a new idea. That could bridge the gap. Obviously, guys who are retaking the exam, now you know the importance of taking mocks. So start taking mocks very early. The guys who prepare for the first time, the one mistake all of them do is they take their first mock in October. Find some mocks shape your preparation. Mocks is a starting point of preparation, not the end point. If you've already prepared once and you've taken CAT, you probably know that you didn't take enough mocks the first time around. And so fix that gap very early. Don't keep pushing this mock till the point where you're comfortably ready. You'll never be. Take the mock. Your mock schedule should be independent of your preparation schedule, and that should happen one way or the other, so that you build that stamina, you get the hang of this exam, you stay in touch with it. Even if your discipline falls here and there, for all other aspects of preparation, you are definitely taking one mock every 10 days. That alone will keep you there and build that edge that you will need to crack this exam. These are the adjustments guys who are retakers that should make. Simple rule of thumb: if you have a giant weak section, go and hit it. If you don't have, then work on drill part where you're continuously building to get that edge to do things quicker, smarter, more on autopilot, that part. Either way, take mocks, more of them, and start the mock taking process sooner. Okay? All the best.